Okay, first task is to Google sex appeal, and a picture of this HJ45 first month 1978 is going to come up. Big glossy picture. Now Luke owns this one and Luke's about to drive it home today. I'll go into why it's here in a minute, but let's talk a little bit about its history. So now Luke's just got this from a gentleman named Mick up the Sunshine Coast, and Mick has done a full restoration. I'm talking cab off restoration. Now Mick owns another one he bought brand new that's 20 numbers different on the chassis to this one. So he got a kick out of finding this and doing a complete resto to keep him busy and something to do, but he's passed it on to Luke. So it is, I'll go through it. It's very plain and simple at the moment. So it's one of those watch this space because Luke's only just acquired it. And we all met Luke last year. He was a passenger in Long Drive for a Drought. I guess a lot of people know Long Drive for a Drought is a 40 series community that go out raising money. And Luke's come along, and how can he not fall in love with the cars? And he's fallen in love with the scene, the people, and what it's all about as well. So now he's got his own, and I really hope it makes it on this trip's, on this year's Long Drive for the Drought. She is a bottler. Now let's go around the outside, right up the front. We've got a homemade bull bar. It's done a nice job. He's done a really nice job actually, and that houses his LED lights with, I know it's looking at the headlights, you've got an original Kyoto, did I pronounce that right? Original Toyota headlight up there. This car, all steel, however, at some stage it might have had cancer in the roof. The roof itself is fiberglass. Also on the outside, the high lift jack mount, that's the ones we sell, they're on our website. Mixed colour coded that one, they're a stainless, they don't need it, but it's come up a real treat being colour coded. Food for thought. He also hand built the tray from scratch as well. That's a really nice job. Looking at the sides, it must have drop downs as well, but it's got a look at the moment. Underneath, it's pretty simple, early days again, give Luke time. He's running 31s with some sunnies. And I do want to, while we're on the outside of this one, I do want to talk about the Tojo Cruiser shields. Now, Mr. Landcruiser has been looking for something like this for a long time. We've finally got them. Tojo has put these into production and we're going to sell them. These ones are tinted, there's other options. And I do know we've had, our old apprentice Max had the bigger set that you would have seen years ago, and they don't let any fresh air in. These let a lot more air in, but our other apprentice who's been testing them has said that he really loves the range not coming in, the fresh air is. So he's enjoying them, apart from when he goes through a bog hole, water still comes up that way. But he's had them on there. It's been raining in Caboolture for too long now, it's shit. So he's had them on there for a couple of weeks, testing them in the rain, and he's over the moon, leaves the window down all the time. I don't believe they're on the website. It's such a new product. Send us a message, leave a message in the comments, or just show some interest and we'll get your name down, we'll give you some prices, and we'll get you out of set. Now, let's go under the bonnet. That's the outside. It's plain and simple. Let's go have a look how tidy the old H is. Pull your pants up. Have a look at this engine bay. It is spotless. Sometimes when something's so neat, so clean, so original, it's hard to go into detail with all the different options, but I do have to say, look at the lack of wiring. Now Mick has really consolidated things, hidden wiring, and it just shows a really cool, clean engine bay. This is exactly what you would have seen from the airbox, the shroud, the lack of wiring, just the whole setup under here. This just reeks of 1978. He's kept everything clean, it's not running headers. It's very original. I do know I've toured with a lot of H's, a lot of 4-speeds. Long Drive for a Drought's a great example. These things will sit on $1.05. They'll overtake at 110, 12 if you have to, but it'll hum along all day at 95 and just enjoy the countryside. What a beautiful little engine. Inside, plain and simple and bloody beautiful. One thing I notice, I just hop in and go, wow, are these seats original? They're too clean, they're too nice, but they look to be original. Also the flooring, it is absolutely excellent condition. So I would say this has been a low K's car. you never know, the clocks turn over every 100,000, so when people sell them they go, oh, original K's, oh bullshit cunt. But this one says 62,000, so you just don't know. But by looks of the interior here, yeah, there is a fiberglass roof. That doesn't mean big case. It's probably been parked under some bat poop or whatever, just whatever rots the roof. And so that's sort of the only thing that doesn't really look in place. Maybe a hood liner can hide some of that. Brand new, genuine visors sold at Mr. Landcruiser. You got to check that out. Just, it's got me a bit stumped what else to say, because it's so clean and so nice. I've got lots of room in here. Now this one, little bit of history, is 1978. You would glow the key backwards, turn the key backwards to fire it over, and there's a little tiny indicator, a little mesh you look through there, and you wait for the glow wire to glow red hot, and that indicates that you're ready to start it, that your glow plugs have warmed it up, and you can kick her in the guts. You give her a couple of glows if you have to, and off you go. Look at the dash. Somebody's covered the radio hole, no other holes. Absolutely beautiful. I've got to tell you, Mick that's done this, what a stunning job. Okay, why is this one in here? Well, very little. What can you do to something like this? We had an oil leak that we dropped the box, took care of the oil leak, done. That's it. I tried to upsell this and rebuild that, but no, it don't need nothing. This is bloody beautiful. So it is done. Luke's here, he's ready to pick it up, and I asked him about his future plans, and it's just basically the first things is just to custom it out. Jerry can holders, fridge slide, dual battery, the things we all do to our vehicles to get them so we can go for a camp, a tour, or what have you. He's also talking perhaps aircon in the future. You consider them a bit longer when they got aircon, so I love my aircon, it's a good upgrade. So that's it for now. Now Luke's ready to hit the road, go and enjoy this. No more oil dripping on the driveway. It's been great having it here, I love driving it. First month, 1978, HJ45.